Good morning in there, out there. Come in here, out here with Vivi. Gotta have a slurp. Start today, huh? Ooh, hot and good. Mm-hmm. Well, lots of things here. We have welcome to the Sentimentalists, Mark, and Frank, and Chris, Graham, Bill, Deb, Christine. Oh my goodness, so many people, huh? We could name them all. I wish we could. Just popped in mind. Yeah. What you got up on top of your nose? A little something. Yeah. You say good morning? Hmm? So glad you're here. Yeah, you're doing really well. Oh boy, the gardening, huh? How's yours? Ours is never ending. I counted. Now some of them are little, but 20 different areas where there are gardens here now. And our cat, you may hear Jennifer. She's got a toy mouse and she's flipping it. So you'll probably hear that. There it goes. Holy cow. We had the most wonderful visit the other day with mom and dad, geese, and 5 little ones. And they would swim with like dad in front and mom in back, and then the 5 little ones in a row. And then every once in a while they stop. And the little ones were like puppies. They were jumping all over each other and jumping in the air and diving down and up tails all. And it was really fun to watch. And they've been going pound a pound, pond to pond here. Wonderful guy from Alexandria, Virginia. He wrote to me and he watches and and he referred to this time as a postcard. Isn't that nice? I like that feeling. This is a little postcard. Julie's checking the window. What are you finding? I see a good bird, but I couldn't tell quite what. It was a good bird, but I couldn't tell quite what. Yeah. Well, if it were me, it would be a robin, and I couldn't tell what was. Hey, we're ready to go for June 7th, aren't we? This Saturday. Take a slurp to the people coming to Oxbow. I think there's room for one or two more, maybe. June 21 is all filled up. In fact, it's an overload. It's supposed to be 12 and there's 15. But there's my clock telling me it's time to do the video poem. um, so, well, I might as well get this out of the way because I usually try to make sure this is a non rump program, but I think we better face the fact that he's pretty much doing us in here. And so Julie and our way of dealing with this is that we can't really say that we live in America anymore because he's destroyed that pretty quickly, 4 months. And so we live on a planet, which is quite remarkable. And we treat this area as this part of the planet where we get to live and take care of and enjoy and find mystery everywhere. Don't we, Viv? You're a mystery. Yes, you are. I'm so glad you're here this morning. Yeah, good girl. So in my lifetime, at least, and I would imagine in yours, that the government has never been against good people, needed people. I don't have trouble calling him a murderer because 6,000 children have died because of his cuts. So he did that. And anyone who voted for him is responsible. Yeah, I don't have a problem saying that. So if you've just tuned out, well, Well, there you go. Uh, Julie's knitting away. How we doing there? She's checking something. We're okay. I don't want to spend much time on that, but we knew Musk Husk was going to turn against. Find out pretty soon that this is a very dangerous, psychotic person, not leading, not caring about the country. Molly is out on the porch and she's yowling to come in. Yes, she's got a big yowl, so Julie's having to put down her knitting and let in Molly. Do you think Molly will come up with us, Vivian? What do you think? You think she will? Hi, Molly. Meow. Yeah. Meow. Yeah. Oh, heading to the other room, or you want to come up with me like you usually do? No. We'll see. It got so bad for me that with him, and then I'll try to shut up, that on Sunday, my PTSD just roared back, and I haven't had problems with it like that in months, maybe a year. So that was disappointing, but I know how to handle it. You know what? Today's the first day of summer for our daughter, Meredith. Yesterday was her last day of school, and oh my, she went home, took a nap. Last day yesterday. Now it's summer. And man, last year she was wiped, and this year she's just full of smiles. Such wonderful things. She got a wonderful note from one of her students written to Ms. Riddle, RDIL. I like that spelling, Riddle. I think that works better, because otherwise I get called Riddle and Riddell. But RDIL, and it's still Czechoslovakian with all those consonants and a vowel. I like that spelling. I wish I could change my spelling. Yeah. So today is her first day of no school day, and I'll bet she's still snoozing. Yeah. Julie sent her all these wonderful pictures of, video things of kids jumping up and down. Yay! Sort of a comment on school, though, but we won't go there. No, we'll try not to go there. Yeah. And we have fountains in the people's next door through the woods. They have a pond and they put in a fountain. I had to buy a boat to get out into the pond to put in their fountain. Is it a fountain that Chris made? Do you know?
No, I think it's made in Holland somewhere.
Oh,
I didn't find out more.
yeah. And over through the woods this away, John and Jen have a fountain in their pond, and they have all their summer. Oh, I know what you want. I know what you want. Yeah, okay. Yeah, yeah. Uh, I keep thinking that in the West, isn't that pretentious? In the West, made a mistake making belief a part of religion, the central part. What do you believe? What do you believe? What do you believe? Instead of being religious, just not with belief, just having an affect and an ambiance. It's just treating things, with love and kindness. And yeah, Gwendolyn Brooks, the great poet, when asked what her religion was, she said kindness. Kindness. We could use a little kindness, couldn't we? Huh? Religion based on belief. I think that's a mistake, and it leads to what do you believe? What do you? And it leads to conflict. And how about just an attitude, huh? Look at that tree. Look at that tree. Well, I'm looking out the window. It's 60 degrees. What was that? 10 minutes left, or 5 minutes left, or head shaking? 5. My director is mute. I think reflective thinking is a little more than critical thinking, except for looking for truth. Then you got to be a little critical to be discerning about what's true and false. But otherwise, we're being reflective. Here you go. Here you go. Want another one? Yeah, want another one? Do, 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 do. Okay. Thank you. Can you sit? You can sit. I know you can, because you're so good at it. Yeah, you're so good at it. I'm really looking forward to this time at Oxbow. One of my finest students, Rob Carnegie, who teaches, he's a beloved teacher, and he also teaches in the prisons along with Jim Al. And Rob's taking the class, and I'm trying not to be intimidated since he's such a superb teacher, and he's a superb poet. He studied with Bob Hickok down at Virginia Tech, and he's a terrific musician. I mean, this guy can do anything. Talk about a fisherman. He's a fisherman too. Yeah, he can do just about it all. So I'm really looking forward to. Hey, where you going? I got some left. Oh, you don't want to leave yet. Look at that. Wow. This is snooze time usually for Vivian. She likes to snooze. Yeah, she's a good snoozer. She's a good girl. Let's get down. Can you get down? Look at that. No, down. That's a good girl. What a good girl. Yeah. Get your good girl. Yeah. And that was enough of being down. I think after that, we need a slurp. I was talking with Carrie Newcomer, name dropper, yesterday about how she's so good at writing what's called slant rhyme in her songs. She doesn't have to make this perfect rhyme that so many who compose a song feel that's an obligation, but you don't have to do that. It's sound that matters. And Carrie Newcomer is so good at that. Gosh. Well, I suppose I haven't said anything of any importance, I hope. Yes. I just want, ah, I want us to live in this world instead of this country. Of that. That's what I want. Yeah, we can do it. We can do it. He ruins everything. He ruins everything. Climate, children, illness. Something's wrong in the state of Denmark. Yes. Did you ever watch Professor T? We watched it last night and had a little binge on Professor T. You might like it. And the movie again I would recommend is Jules. Jules. Finally a movie for people like us. Yes, Tom Hanks does not hang from an airplane in this movie. In fact, it never gets off the ground. It comes to the ground. It's lovely. Well, let's go to our poem. It's called How It Should Be, and yeah, it was really fun to appear. I have a Substack notification. How It Should Be. It was on a Tuesday, or was it a Thursday? What makes one wonder about a day when the day doesn't really much matter outside of a crime scene? And this has nothing whatsoever to do with a crime scene. It has to do with Yo-Yo Ma playing Bach again, and playing in such a way that Bach wandered into the room with a silver tray that held a plate of macaroons, a flowered pot of tea, a bottle of bourbon. I swear I had fallen asleep, dreaming. But no, I had begun writing this, and I am sure our dog had pushed her black butt up against me the way she does to assure us both that we are here together, safely with one another. She softly feeling my presence as she faces forward, able to be awakened by the quietest of sounds, sounds she's not heard before, and alert me with her wary bark. I thanked Johann, took 2 macaroons, placed them on a small china plate bordered by twisting ivy, surely hand painted, a linen napkin, and slowly poured an inch and a half of bourbon, neat, into a small but heavy glass. Help yourself to as much as you like, said Johann, and we listened to Yo-Yo together. Well, thank you for being with me always. It's very touching. And be kind, try to be cheerful, and live on the planet. It's a great place to be. Take care.